Hey guys, just got my STX back together and took it out to the lake yesterday for the first time. Now when I bought this jet ski, it had water in the engine, and the guy I bought it from could not explain to me why. He said he bought it that way. Engine would turn over, but he couldn't get it to start, and I pulled the spark plugs out and there's water in it. And so the only thing I could figure is either somebody hooked it up to a hose trying to start it and didn't know that you got to have the engine running, or possibly it sunk. I really don't know. So obviously I was concerned whether I was going to have a water issue where water came in. So anyway, I got all the water out of the engine, turned it over, fired up, it ran great. I took it out to the lake yesterday, let it sit in the shallow water for a little while, just looking to see if any water was coming in. Couldn't see anything. And then ran it with the seat off and just watched inside, and didn't see any water coming in, so I was very happy about that. Put the seat cover back on and went to take off, and all I did was hydroplane. It took me quite a while to get it up out of on top of plane. So I knew I probably had an impeller issue. So I went ahead and I pulled the jet pump. You can see it's all out. Anyway, and here's the impeller. So to look at it from the top, you'd be like, oh, I mean, it's kind of cut up, but that's not going to hurt you. So, but then I turned it over. Holy shit. So this big old piece missing right here. This one's bent to crap right here, and this one's bent to crap. Not quite as bad as this one, but yeah, big old piece missing. So look inside here, and I got a big old piece of material missing right there, and a little piece on the vane there and there. So anyway, it spins nice and freely. The sides, are a little scratched up, but I mean, that's normal. So anyway, I went on eBay last night and actually found a Scat Track Slim 1520 for 65 bucks. Actually looks like it's brand new. So I got real lucky, so I went ahead and ordered it. Hopefully that'll cure my problem. I know these vanes never are helpful when they're broken up like that, but I mean, as long as my clearances on the side are good and this isn't too worn out, I can deal with that. So we're putting a new impeller in here. The vanes in here, if you look, you can see I've been doing some machine work on them. I wanted to show you guys. If you look here how far back I went on that, literally that was completely missing. This whole section was broken out. And I have a MIG welder and I have an aluminum spool welding gun. I've never welded with aluminum before, so I just broke out some pieces of aluminum and started practicing, and I ended up coming in here and using some copper tubing. This is copper tubing. Put it behind it and just slowly start welding, filling it in, and then take a Dremel tool, and you have a Dremel tool here. And anyway, I have porting bits and all kinds of cool stuff, and so I just did a bunch, just started working them. They're not absolutely perfect, but they're close enough, better than they were. I've reshaped everything, and then I used a sandpaper disc on the Dremel tool to do some polishing on it. So first I used some porting bits to get my evenness. I even used air tools and an air gun and some real porting bits like these to port and to clean up and get all the metal smooth, and just did a bunch of work to it, and so I'm not using it for racing or nothing, but I wanted it to just push some water so we could get this thing flowing fairly good. I'm putting a Scat Track 1520 in this thing. These bodies, if you can find them, are over 200 bucks used, and most of the time they're not in very good condition. So I'd say this is probably in better condition. If you find a used one, you can see some of the machine work I did right there. Just to get them all filled in and smooth. So came out pretty good. So I'm pretty happy. Turns freely. So we're going to go ahead and put a Scat Track impeller in it and put it back together. Alright, so my new impeller came today. Well, it's not new, I bought it used on eBay. Guessing it came out of another Jetski that might have been wrecked or totaled or something. In any case, it's not easy to video at the same time here, so I'm holding it in my hand, but here goes. Lose the box. Pretty well packaged. Wow, it's actually in pretty nice shape. I wasn't sure if the guy was going to show it like being repaired, or you know what I mean, and try to hide something or what, but it didn't look too bad. A little spot there, but nothing too major. See how it looks on this side. It looks pretty nice on this side. It's pretty nice. So hopefully we'll get a tool here and make sure my teeth are clean. Yeah, that's all good. Cool. So that all seems pretty good. We'll get this thing on here in a minute. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a seal on this. Guess I better clean that up some before I put it back together. So anyway, alright, we're going to get this thing on. Alright, the new impeller's in, it's torqued, nice tight clearances, ready to go.